Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the plant location selection topic as a part of operations management subject. So why plant selection location is very important. The selection of location is a key decision as large investment is made in building plant and machinery. So it is not advisable or sometimes it is not possible to change the locations very often. So if the decision is made, company either to commit their entire strategy based on the new locations or everything goes on waste. So the planned location should be based on the company's expansion plan and policy, diversification plan for the products. It also based on the changing market conditions, the changing sources of raw materials and other factors which influence the choice of the location decisions. First of all, why a company need to select a suitable location? So what are the reasons behind it? So the need for selecting a suitable location arises because of two situations. Number one, when a company wants to start a new factory or they want to keep a existing factory. So there are two situations in which the decisions is always made. So the plant location decisions are carried out in three stages. First, the selection of region, and based on the region, the company has to select the best community for the plant. And finally, selection of a particular site. So only the three steps which decides the company's overall strategy in terms of the plant selection. So there are some location options for any organizations in the world. So the various locations options are expanding the existing facility without looking for any other locations, add new locations while retaining existing ones, which we are seeing it in as a part of retail stores expansions where company keep one store and expand it to different places with many stores. Third strategy is shut down one location and move to another. So it happens very rarely, but it is again an option for a company. And most of the time, companies follow their last strategy, which is options of doing nothing and maintaining the status quo. Why this last option is most of the time taken by the companies are they evaluate all the possibilities of selecting a new locations, the cost benefit analysis, and so on. So based on the analysis, either they will retain the old locations or most of the time they will not consider for the moving into the new locations. So today we are going to see the factors influencing the plant locations selections. There are two kind of factors which influence the selection of locations. Number one, general factors, and number two, specific factors. So what are the general factors? First and foremost, the availability of land for present and future needs for the company, and cost of land and land development and building. So it's a very crucial factor. So based on the availability of land, the company will look into the availability of inputs such as labor, raw materials, etc. And they also see the closeness to the marketplace where they can able to reach the customers at a very quick time. And if the region have the stability of demand, they may consider setting up their factories. And they also look for availability of communication facilities, availability of the necessary modes of transportations like road, rail, airport, and waterways to transport their goods in and out of the companies, availability of infrastructure facilities such as power, water, financial institutions, banks, etc. And if the industry is based on the process based industry, they always look for disposal of waste and effluent and also have a lesser impact on the environment. As a new strategies, companies are looking for government support, grant, subsidy, and tax structure. Some of the states are attracting the new investors based on the tax structures and grants and subsidy schemes. And companies also looks for availability of housing facilities and recreational facilities so that the quality workforce will be ready to work for their companies. And most importantly, any company who want to set up a factory in a place, they always look for security and culture of the society. If the security is a bigger concern, then the location selection is not considered. And they also consider demographic factors like population, trained manpower, academic institutions, and standard of living, income level, etc. And finally, as a part of general factors, they also consider the fuel cost. Since fuel is being as a bigger part in their revenue and cost structures, so they always look for the fuel cost. Then, what are the specific factors companies will think of it? As a company, they always think for economic stability of the country and their investment opportunities. And they also look for cultural factors, language and cultural differences. If the differences are manageable and if the differences are negligible, then they prefer that location. And most of the time companies look for factors like wage rate, policies, duties, etc. Hope you all understood the selection of locations and the factors which influence the location selection decisions. We'll be seeing in detail about how each and every factors influence the selection of locations in our forthcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and growing.